Scuderia Ferrari was expected to bring a major upgrade package for the Italian Grand Prix, and the technicians of the Maranello team have delivered. The list presented to the FIA before the start of the first free practice session also includes two elements specifically designed for the Monza circuit, featuring wings that meet the high-efficiency demands of the track. Ferrari always puts significant effort into preparing for their home Grand Prix and has historically been well prepared for Monza. Charles Leclerc even mentioned that recently, for some reason, the SF-24 single-seater has always adapted well to low downforce packages. As anticipated, the new floor, an evolution of the problematic specification introduced by the Italian side at the Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona, makes its debut here. And it should allow Ferrari to take a step forward in performance. The focus will be on resolving the issues that have recently held the team back, aiming for a strong finish to the 2024 Formula One Championship. The aerodynamic update package doesn't only include the new floor, though it is undoubtedly the most important and visible modification, but also several other changes throughout the car. These are fine-tuning adjustments that complement the main component. Among the various aerodynamic refinements, there is a repositioning of the camera, now located on the nose to create a cleaner airflow towards the front wing and the front suspension. As is well known, the suspension arms are not only functional mechanical elements, but are also designed aerodynamically through their fairings. The Monza package also includes a small modification to the horizontal support that attaches the mirror to the chassis. These are small changes to better clean and manage the airflow. We already had the opportunity yesterday to talk about the new low-drag rear wing, which will be paired with a single-element beam wing already declared and used in previous events. Regarding wings at the front, the specific version introduced in Belgium is back, featuring reduced chord spoilers, but due to adverse weather conditions, it was previously discarded in favor of the higher downforce version. On Thursday, the new floor was briefly seen inside the garage, mounted on Carlos Sainz's SF-24 for checks. Ferrari decided not to conduct any comparison work, but went straight to the track with both cars equipped with the new floor. This is an important sign that Maranello is convinced this innovation represents a significant step forward, expected to improve performance and address the problems encountered in Barcelona. The updates don't stop there. The significant modification to the diffuser is also present and confirmed. This is a very delicate area of the car, where Ferrari had made adjustments in Hungary, using computational fluid dynamics fine-tuning to reduce severe bouncing. The aerodynamics department, led by Diego Tondi, specifically intervened in that area to continue the work on modifying the floor, which is new in almost all areas for Monza. It will be crucial to verify the new changes and ensure that they deliver the expected results. As usual, a modification to the floor also corresponds to changes to the side pods. Ferrari is not abandoning the philosophy introduced at Imola, but is further developing it. The Monza updates do not break with the past, but represent a direct and natural evolution that began with the 2.0 version of the SF-24 single-seater in the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix at Imola. The new side pods are nothing more than an adaptation, with an even more pronounced undercut. This area of the car is very crucial and sensitive and works in combination with the new floor. Ferrari has therefore started preparations at home for the 16th round of the 2024 Formula One season. However, racing at home doesn't mean they can enjoy the favor of predictions. The favorites remain McLaren, followed closely by Red Bull. Not to forget Mercedes, which, despite struggling in the Netherlands, is ready to change course for the Italian Grand Prix. But Ferrari has a clear goal: to win in front of its own fans. The task is challenging, but the Maranello team will try anyway. To do so, the team has made an extra effort by bringing forward an update. We're referring to the floor expected for Baku. This major component has undergone several modifications, under the floor, in the floor edge area, and in the air positioned in front of the rear wheels. The diffuser also shows changes in terms of design, a real reshaping. The move aims to increase the generated downforce while stabilizing the production of vertical thrust in every speed range. In short, eliminating the tedious porpoising effect, the aerodynamic bouncing that has significantly limited the SF-24's protection in recent championship rounds. The rest is the low downforce package we have talked about. Front and rear wings offer a downforce lower than the optimal level. In this case, the move is clear: aim for top speeds to optimize the lap. It remains to be seen whether the downforce generated by the Italian F1 car will be sufficient to manage the tires well during the race, an important factor also considering the resurfacing of the track. Ferrari has studied the new reference plan extensively through the simulator to be prepared for the first free practice sessions. And indeed, it was a very important first practice session for many teams. At Monza, not only Ferrari is bringing a major upgrade package, the last of the season, but also Racing Bull's and Stake F1 team tested a new floor. Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz were both already using all the updates on their SF-24 in FP1, as the Maranello engineers and technicians are confident and convinced in the components brought to Monza, and they have decided not to test and compare the two specifications. This work, however, has been done at Red Bull and Mercedes. Unlike what happened at Zandvoort, it was Max Verstappen who was using the latest floor specification of the RB21, while Sergio Perez took the specification with elements from Bahrain. The W15 of the rookie and highly anticipated Kimi Antonelli was equipped with the latest version of the floor, introduced at Spa, but his crash did not allow Mercedes to collect valuable data. On track with him was Lewis Hamilton, who was using the older version of the floor to conduct comparisons. Behind the Red Bull RB20 of Max Verstappen, who set the fastest lap in the first free practice session, there was Charles Leclerc's Ferrari. The Monegasque driver, possibly running with a setup that's too low on downforce, found the SF-24 to be nervous, with a tendency towards oversteer. The 228 millisecond gap to the Red Bull is certainly a result of this lack of balance, but the Ferrari was still ahead of Lando Norris's McLaren. The British driver, with a time of 1.21,917, is just 13 milliseconds behind Charles Leclerc, but McLaren's approach has been gradual. Lando started working with a more loaded front wing, not the trimmed one that remained in the box. Andrea Stella's team wants to avoid risks, so much so that Oscar Piastri, with the second MCL38, is only 6th 3/10 behind his teammate. The Australian also conducted some aerodynamic tests with FlowViz. Carlos Sainz is 4th with the other Ferrari. The Spaniard is about 2/10 behind his Maranello teammate, but he seems happier with the base setup of the car. The SF-24 appears to be on the right track, but the correct downforce level needs to be found, especially considering that the Monza track will gradually improve as it gains more grip. Surprising is Valtteri Bottas in 5th place with the Sauber. The Finn immediately took advantage of the new low downforce wing to seek speed on the straights. Lewis Hamilton, in 7th with the Mercedes, did not impress. The 7-time Formula One world champion complained about a nervous rear end. He went wide at the second Lesmo, but managed to handle it well. The W15 is closely followed by Alexander Albon's Williams. The two Mercedes-powered cars are separated by just 6 milliseconds, while Sergio Perez, with the Red Bull equipped with the new floor, did no better than 9th.